What's up, guys? So, my name is Micah, and I'm a trans male, and this is my YouTube. Welcome if you haven't been here before. I'm new to the whole YouTube community and everything like that, like super fucking new. But best believe I'm gonna tell you all about my journey. As you can see, or even if you don't know or can't tell, I am legitimately pre everything. Still have these, still have that, you know what I'm saying? Like, along my journey, we're gonna see me get rid of everything and become the man that I feel I am on the inside. I'm going to become my true self, which I am thoroughly excited about. As far as like how I came out and everything, we'll discuss that in a bit. For right now, I'm going to tell you that it wasn't great. So now that I told you it wasn't great, I'm going to tell you how it happened. So I decided, I came to the realization, I'm not going to give you the exact date because I don't remember it. It is what it is. ADHD is great. But, yeah, I don't remember the exact date, but I do remember around the time it was definitely hot outside, humid as ever. Me and my mom were inside. I was living in Georgia at the time. I stayed in Albany, and I stayed with my mom and her boyfriend at the time, my uncle, and I guess you could say my ex's boyfriend. We're gonna explain all this at a later date. But regardless of the fact, I was staying with them. I went to my mom and I talked to her about it, and it was a really awkward time. And I went to her and I was trying to tell her like straight up, because usually like for the most part I'm like a pretty straight up person, but for some odd reason like this time I just couldn't get it out. Like I couldn't just come out and tell her how I felt. And it was really annoying, but I was like, I'm gonna try. That's what I'm doing, I'm gonna try. And so I had went to her and I was telling her all these jokes. I told her some really jacked up jokes, like about like dead dogs and like deceased babies and shit. Like it was horrible. But I was trying to tell her these, like these things or whatever, and it's like it was crazy because I could tell her these jokes knowing, one, I own a dog. And two, I have kids. Like, so for me to be able to talk to those, talk to her about those, like, freely, it was just, like, one of those, like, okay, if you can talk about that, you can get this out of your system. But for some odd reason, I couldn't do it. So I was like, okay, so what are we going to do? So eventually I came out and told her, I was like, hey, like, I never felt comfortable being female and everything, and she kind of was just like, well, I prefer you being a lesbian because at least if you're a lesbian, I have my daughter still, which is not the most, it's not the most encouraging thing to hear when you're trying to come out. And like at this point I'm bawling tears as she's telling me this, and I'm just like, I literally, like, my tears didn't stop, they just kept going, and I'm just looking at her like, really? Later on, of course, I had, being in therapy and everything like that, but I had to come to grips with the fact that, I had to come to grips with the fact that, like, not every parent takes it the right way. You know what I mean? Like, it took me a minute to come around. I ended up staying with this girl or whatever for a minute, thinking that, like, my mother doesn't love me anymore, which is somewhat how I still feel, but it's not as bad as it used to be. But it was a really crappy experience, and don't wish it on anybody. And then how I can we're just gonna skip past like the rest of the problematic situations that happened and go straight to how my dad took it. Like I told, and here's the thing: I literally went to my first therapy session with my gender therapist. I went to her, and like after I paid for her, I was gonna ask my dad like for like $20, legit, just gonna ask him for $20. And I got out of my session. I I was with my mom or whatever because I was, like I said, I was living in Georgia at the time. My session's in Florida, and I went to my session. Session was good, and went to a friend's house. And after that, I got on the phone with him, expecting to ask for a couple of dollars and whatnot. This man legit asked me a simple question: how are you doing? I told that man everything. I told him about how the girl I was dating was doing XYZ. I told him about how my relationship with mom was, and then boom, I was like, yeah, the reason why I'm in Tallahassee altogether is because of the fact that I went to my gender therapist and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, wait, rewind that. You went to a what therapist? I said a gender therapist. And I'm saying it like it's nothing, like I've already talked to him. And I was like, I had to stop and realize, like, bro, we didn't tell him what was going on. And I was like, oh, shit, like, well, you gotta tell him now. So I told him, and I was just like, yeah, like, I have a gender therapist. Basically, like, I'm transitioning from female to male. And, like, I'm on the phone with him, and I'm just like, like, it's supposed to be spectacular. And he asked me, like, a boatload of questions that some of them I couldn't even answer yet. Yeah, excuse me. He had asked me about, like, well, are you going to get the surgery? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? And I'm like, yeah, no, yeah. And he was like, nah, I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you. I don't understand what you got going on. I don't understand what it is that you're going through. But at the end of the day, I just want you to be happy. And I was like, I don't know if this was approval or disapproval, but damn it, I'll take it. Because it was a lot better than what my mom had going on. So it was like, I didn't like it, but I accepted how they felt. It just hurt because of the fact that I would think that, like, after having one lesbian daughter, like, by this time, it would have been like, okay, well, I've done my research, I've done this, that, and the third, like, I understand. Nope, none of that. It was just more like I accept you for now, but I don't really accept, excuse me, but I don't really accept a lot of what it is that y'all do for real. And I had to learn that, and I also had to learn, like, not everybody takes it the way that you think they're going to take it. Which is why, like, I had tried so hard to find a place of my own, maintain, by myself, even if I'm broke for a while. Like, luckily I have, like, friends that, don't mind helping me out. And little do they know, they're all going to get paid back in some way, shape, or fashion. But for right now, I appreciate them for everything that they do for me, because I try not to lean on my parents for anything. And even now, like I asked for help from my parent, and he doesn't know, but he's getting compensated for everything that he's done for me lately. It's just gonna take a while to do it. Like, there's no doubt about it. It's gonna take a while to do it, but it's, excuse me, jeez, I'm sorry, but it's gonna get done. So. Yeah, it's just it's a journey that I'm going on, but that's just my little coming out as a trans male story. And we'll have more stories later and more updates on, you know, my transition in general and what it is that I have going on. I'm gonna keep you guys thoroughly informed and whatnot, and then maybe like at some point in time, I'll go from having flab to having like actual muscle by the next video. I mean, maybe not by the next video, but the next few videos, cause you know, your boy a little on the lazy side, but we working on that too, cause we can't be lazy forever. We gotta get this together. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but. You know, it's been nice talking to you guys, and if, you know, you are, you know, FTM of color, you know what I'm saying, like, let me know. Even if you're not FTM of color, I just, you know, want to know what your experience was like coming out to your parents, or not even the FTM, but if you're bisexual, or if you're a lesbian, or if you're gay, or, you know, it doesn't matter. I want to know. I want to know your stories just like I tell you mine. So, you know, you don't have to give this, you know, video a thumbs up or a like or whatever the fuck, because whatever you do with your hands is on you. Whatever I do with my hands is on me. But all I'm saying is, if you leave, come back. And I will holler at y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Stay up. And eventually I'll figure out a tagline to tell y'all. All right. Y'all have a good one.